What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear, and this is Saved by the Spell Tormund's Quest number 9.
I feel so good with myself right now. I challenged myself. Between the Glock and the going live, I wanted to get a tweet out that said, everybody needs to come hang out and check out Tormund's Quest. And I did it right before that. Let's go. All right, you know what? I'm spent. Hold on. Let me roll on it. Yeah, totally spent. Done.
Totally, dude.
Totally, dude. Let's go play some video games, man. Like, hey, bro, got the Scooby snacks.
I think oh no, I started it. God damn it. I did it in the wrong frame again. I do it every time. I never actually get Tormund's Quest.
It's all right, you know. I mean, these wonderful people you also see on screen happen to do a D&D show with us, just not on Thursday night.
Yeah.
It's Friday night. You can catch the original Saved by the Spell Game of Saving Throws cast.
Right.
And last night, man, what a treat everybody got. A little Neon Regimes for reprise with the original cast for that.
Yeah, it just aligned that they were the only people that weren't on the Black Plague at the same time, so we got to we got to go back into Neon Regime's land and have a blast. It was a good time, man, and then we ran out of time promptly.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did it feel different not doing it at noon on a Sunday?
Fuck yeah, dude, it was great. I was awake.
It was always such a mismatch. It's like, it's light outside and I'm watching this dark, like cyberpunk D&D, and I wanted it to be dark, and I wanted to turn my black light on, and I wanted to have a glass of Chardonnay and just, mellow out.
Yeah, it was absolutely horrible timing on the first show. It was the only time that cast could get together, so it was nice doing it at night. I was practically chat blind the entire night. I could barely read. I wore the sunglasses all night. Hey, I could focus on just running D&D. I don't know what the hell else is going on outside of it, but hey.
Hey, you know what? You've got 3 other people that can read chat and take care of it. You got other things going on.
It was good times, man. We loved it. I hope we get to come back to it, not 8 months later, but that's just all up to people's schedules.
Trust me, as the fact that it's already Thursday, and I feel like that this week started a month ago, I get the whole schedule nonsense.
Yeah, it's just wrapping around. We do all of these shows super late because we want to play with radio. I mean, 10:30, 11:30 in the evening isn't usually the best time to run your shows, but I gotta wait for my boy. I gotta wait for my boy to get off.
You fucking love to remind me that every time you run this show late because I'm this West Coast guy.
Yeah.
I'd like to do this show earlier, but RadioMang's got a career and a family, and I don't know.
It's actually not true. We most of the time we would have never been able to do it because I run in my bar too. So I just like to blame it on radio.
I'll take it. I'll take my licks when I get them.
All right, that's a easy way to get a Bannerino.
Bye.
Yep. So, radio, you got some announcements for this weekend?
Anybody has broadcast experience would like to host a morning show in San Diego? I'm still taking applications and making phone calls daily. Other than that, it's I've been enjoying Crimson Doubles and Destiny, and I look forward to playing that possibly through the rest of this weekend, and we'll see about if Diablo makes it in this week. We'll still try and squeeze Diablo in on Monday, but since this is only a week event on Destiny,
I think we will finish Diablo's expansion probably on Monday, I imagine.
I mean, because Crimson Doubles only runs through reset on Tuesday, so I mean, we've got a couple more days left to play it, and after that, it's all done for the year. So, depending on how we feel, like if we need to touch it on Monday or not. I mean, if we don't, then damn, we'll finish the Diablo expansion, and then we'll finally get into this end game everybody keeps talking about. to get you to end game. Where are you at this season? That's like, fuck, dude, I don't know. I'm playing the story right now.
We're just playing the story. We have no guarantees of playing in-game Diablo whatsoever. We're just there to play through the story, man. Yeah, it's just constantly replay. It's not anything I'm super interested in. I'm just wanting to play through. I like to play through it like once a year. Normally I do it during Halloween, like I said, for a good spooky game.
It's come Halloween this year, we may play it again, and I'll play a different character because I've been really enjoying the Crusader, and I like to see what some of the other classes have to offer.
Devram K.
Yes, literally all I can hear is tell Hawthorne I'll be there for tea later. I bet you will, Devram, you sly dog, you. What about you, Captain? What announcements do you have this week?
Man, do I have some announcements this week? Not really a whole lot this week. Just reminding people once again that chat rank does affect your rolls, which is super important. So if you're in the 70s, you get a +1. If you're in the 80s, you get a +2. And if you get to the elusive 90s, you get a +3. We got a few people vying for that first 80 spot, which is really, really, really cool. I can't wait to see that happen. And they're gonna get some major boons. And those additions to your rolls only count for the Stream Loose card rolls. We actually have the mixed play board disabled right now because we've already filled our crystal up. A few things have changed over here on the mixer side. Now it's just 35 million and you've completed your your 10% bonus to Ember payouts. Once that's done, I disable. So it's essentially, there's going to be 35 rolls each week on the free roll to see if you can earn a Stream Loose pack. So once those 35 are up, it's up. It is done. It is finished. And we're trying to make it really cut and dry for everybody so that they understand that sparks aren't like what they were before. They're not a form of monetization for us past that 35. It gives us a little bit of boost to our embers, but not that much. So we're trying to remove all that stuff off the channel. I took a ton of the clutter off. Right now, the only thing you can do for spark skills is just gifts, and that's it. We have gifts, and the rest are ember skills. So I thoroughly enjoyed having that cleaned up. I've taken everything else off of the board. The gifts I love because you can actually make them relevant, but like it's just random shit in my chat all the time. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of over it. Kind of over it.
Gifts by far in terms of the storytelling, when something's happening in the action and you guys respond to it with a gift that's relevant, that is by far one of the best improv points, because I can play off that, I can laugh at that. That's like telling a funny joke on live TV in an unrehearsed skit and cracking up the actors.
Yeah, love them.
It's happened more than once.
That will always stay there. The gift line will always be there. I wish there was a way for you guys to get to it quicker than having to dig through that menu. 100%. That's one of the few things that I really love over here on the old Mixer platform. Good side note, if you guys have received any of the community codes that I've been giving away for Magic the Gathering, it is a known bug that sometimes they just redeem for no cards. I have the solution for that. If you guys want to DM me inside the Discord, I can send you to support, which will give you something. They're going to take care of everybody that's had false redemptions. I have everybody wrote down in my sheet as well. So I'm going to send everybody who I've already taken care of, I'm going to send that all off in one batch over to support and have them toss me new codes to give out. But I'm going to keep, I got my master list. I'm going to keep recording everything down just to make sure that people get what they should, because that's a huge boon to us in the community. And I got a ton of those codes to hand away, but we want to make sure that they actually give you something. The zero redemption is not what they were looking for, but that's what a beta test is, man. We're there to break things, so we're breaking them, and they're being super awesome and getting emails back to me each day and saying, hey, do this, do that. So GG's Magic and Wizards and Stream Elements, you guys have been awesome on hooking us up and trying to help us out when stuff like this has happened. If you guys are seeing this on YouTube right now, hello YouTube land, it's almost a week later. I would love for you guys to comment so much on these videos to help drive that algorithm. It's going to increase our discoverability, and I actually want to interact with you. And this goes for everybody who has special early VOD access. I'm talking to you Mixer subs and Patreon supporters. You guys have access to these videos early. You can leave comments before anybody else. You know, you get the super sweet unlisted feed. So you know what, I wouldn't hurt all the regulars taking a little bit of their time to comment on those videos and help drive our discoverability, because that is so important. Please, if you guys could, stroke the algorithm, love the algorithm, make it love me.
Manticore windmill the algorithm real good.
Speaking of that, if you guys could hop on Twitter right now and do the same. I just posted a sweet leak of us ruining D&D for our live announcement here. I'm going to try to integrate more clips into my workflow. Obviously, I'm limited purely on time, but when I'm able to create them, I'm going to do so, because we have a lot of hilarious clips. Oh, there's RadioMang coming in with that like. I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Like, retweet, and comment with your best gift.
It's a beautiful thing. Not to mention, if you guys don't know what Streamloots is, that's how you play all the awesome cards that interact with our game. That's why we love Mixer and we're on Mixer, cause of the instant interactivity. You guys can literally play a card and save one of our lives, and we appreciate the shit out of that. You can go
It's happened to me many times.
Streamloots.com/CaptainRoBear. It's linked in the chat right now. Love it. That's that, man. I think it's time for us to pick up where we left off.
Captain RoBear, tell us what happened last week on Saved by the Spell Tormund's Quest.
After completing their previous quest, Tormund and Dirakt went back to the town of Phandalin to collect the largest bounty they had ever collected before. Broke bread with old Harmon, checked on that beautiful orc head fertilizing the tomatoes over in the garden, tossed him a can of spam, a proverbial coin to your witcher, with a carved up ghoul's tongue, slathered up in dragonborn saliva. They left that ringer of a spam can and headed off to the tavern for some more drinks, where they met up with an interesting character named Moonspell, a bounty hunter from up north, who had tales of a manticore problem that just happened to be loving a windmill, maybe a little bit too hard. Tormund decided to take his first monster bounty and head and vanquish this manticore from the north. Unfortunately, in their journey, they discovered there were two, and had a massive battle in a very, very sticky windmill. But the guys came out on top.
The way I like it.
Severed heads and all. The party vanquished those manticores, removed their heads, and sent their pal Moonspell on his way back to Neverwinter to collect those bounties on behalf of the group, and to meet back up later. Still on the road to the north, we find our adventurers at camp. We're picking up 12 hours later, after a very long rest, after sustaining significant damage together. We got ourselves some spam and beans going on the campfire. You can hear the crackle, spring peepers, the crickets in RadioMang's garage.
Not tonight.
They're all frozen. Dirakt is a little closer to the fire than usual. It's been kind of a chilly night. We actually got a little bit of a lean-to going. It's that that cold, rainy wind, coastal wind coming in. But we're comfy and cozy underneath our lean-to. But you know, he's definitely warming those old joints.
You know what? I'm gonna RP this. Tormund he's kind of filing through his rut sack with all this stuff in it. He looks at this thing and it's sitting in there. Direkt, remind me why I have a manticore cock in my bag.
It's possibly used in all sorts of tinctures.
Shouldn't we have left this with Moonspell so he could sell it?
I'll be honest, boy. Can't remember why I told you to save it. I can't remember if it was just a practical joke or if I actually wanted you to do something with the damn thing.
You're so fucking old. Oh my God. Really? Well, you know,
in certain parts of the world, be highly sought after.
I'm gonna stand on a corner somewhere. Fresh manticore cock. Anybody want fresh manticore cock? Anyone? You know, gonna stroke his chin. Think Harvey can use this?
Not after he's gonna. If he sampled the spam we left him, he might not let us back into his chambers for a while. Those might that thing might grow some even stronger and hardier heirloom tomatoes, if you know what I mean.
We'll find something to do with this. I can't remember why why you had me put it in the back. Maybe we can feed it to the white dragon. He'll choke on it.
One could only hope, Tormund. One could only hope. Damn, I'm sore. Oh, shit.
You all right, old man?
Yeah, just stretching the old legs out. Oh, surprise manticore gets you every time, right? Well, I always say, be goddamn prepared like a Boy Scout, Tormund.
Well, I wasn't prepared for that manticore to hit as hard as it did.
It's one thing to tangle with a manticore, another to tangle with two love-struck ones out of their goddamn minds. Or windmill.
So do you think they both shared the windmill, or one was looking after the other? I couldn't figure it out.
My best guess, Tormund, is goddamn dragons drove not just us insane, but everybody else. That's all I can think. That damn white dragons ruined everything around this fucking mountain. Even the fucking manticore's home life. Driven him mad, kicked him out of his house, and now he's cold and alone with his brother mounting a damn windmill.
It's the goddamnedest thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I've snuck in the pantry at night and used some things that I shouldn't have to, you know, take care of the wild hair while I'm, you know, on a dry streak. But never once did I think of, you know, going into a windmill and having sex with it.
At the end of the day, Tormund, sometimes people are just fucking crazy. And there's no rhyme or reason. They're just out of their fucking minds, Tormund. Those beasts are downright evil on their own right. I'm kind of glad that one of them finally got their just deserved, that they were so hard up that they were giving the windmill a business, you know.
I guess, yeah, no good can be found really crazy in something like that.
Yeah. Oh, goddamn, boy, stir those beans. Shit.
Oh, hold on.
Damn. Sitting here talking about man of course, fucking a windmill and burning the beans. God damn.
It might be a little toasted on the bottom. I'll have to scrape the bottom of the pot off to get the
Sometimes that can be the best part.
Oh, like when cheese falls on the griddle, it starts to get real hard on that slice of bread you put down. Oh man, that's the best part of a sandwich right there.
Boy, you do know how to work up an appetite. I'll say that.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Boys, growing dragonborn is as I tell Dad all the time. It's I gotta eat to grow so I can be like him.
Be like him. Oh, hell, at this rate, you're gonna be way bigger than your daddy.
As he kind of pats himself. Last I checked, I think I already was. I mean, he's a pretty great fighter.
Well, I certainly know where you get all that damage resistance. It soaks up from your gut.
Well, you gotta build a good shed over all your tools.
I don't know where you come up with this shit sometimes, Tormund.
Mainly, you, Dad, and Grandpa are where I get all my material.
How's Grandpa been doing, boy?
I mean, when we left, not so well. He definitely took it hard when Mom died. Dad hasn't really spent a lot of time with him because I think Dad's been distracted with Mom's death, and then trying to find Dominus is. I'm gonna make Dad proud one day. I'm gonna find Dominus. Then we can spend more time with Grandpa. Muhammad blessed that he's still alive.
But when you say go find Dominus, you mean
what exactly? After what happened at home, he ran off.
just what are your intentions when you find him?
Find him, and if I have to, I'll kill him. But I want to bring him home so we can be a family and he can explain himself. I mean, he always was a little weird, but he's still family. I'll kill him if I have to, but I don't want to.
It's gonna be a big decision on your mind at some time, Tormund.
The good news is, I've got you out here teaching me the ways of being an adventurer that gives me more than he got. He's out there and doing whatever he's doing. He's still alive. I'll find him. I gotta find him before Dad does.
Is your daddy looking for him now?
He likes to think that I'm just a kid that doesn't really pay attention, but I got a feeling before you and I left, he had caught a lead on where Dominus might have been, and he wasn't off to go fight another battle. He was off to go chase him down. We'll see. We'll do this adventuring thing. He'll chase leads, and then I'm gonna find him.
Did your daddy ever leave any way to get in touch with him. He'd leave when he'd go join those different companies.
I use carrier pigeons for the most part.
Pigeons.
Usually we'd find pigeons on where he would be deployed and where he was at in some part of the world.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got some communication back and forth.
If that's what you call it. Communication being, I'm here. Signed, Dad.
He was never the linguist, your father. He was never the linguist, but it's good to hear that he did something. That was always on your daddy's ass. See? I had to go the extra effort just to make sure. Make sure he knew, or that, better yet, the people in his life knew that he gave a shit. As your daddy does. Daddy gives a whole lot of shits. Sometimes he's just got trouble saying it. Likes to do it with that weapon in his hand. Kind of like you do sometimes, boy. I can see it in your eyes. I've seen it out here on the field. Definitely have your daddy's gumption. A lot of times that will save your life. And every now and then, it'll get you in the shit. Oh.
Is that like standing in a doorway and a big damn orc is coming down at you?
God damn, I'll never hear the end of that doorway. Where the hell was that doorway when we had the damn manticore tail on top of us? I need to spawn some goddamn studs and drywall. Maybe we could have got some shit done over there. Instead, we had a big old fucking windmill.
You know, studs and drywall, be damned. I'm still glad I had you, because I shudder to think if I hadn't had you when the lights went out, maybe they wouldn't come back on.
Being a man who's had his lights out plenty of times before, it is my duty to make sure that flame is never extinguished in your heart, Tormund. Don't dwell on it for very long. Well, may have been the first, but it will definitely not be the last, unfortunately.
And they're gonna have to cut my heart out to make that flame go out. You know that.
And I do. By the way, what do you... I'm just kind of thinking about it now, but that old boy Moonspell, he kind of got buck-ass naked at the end of that fight. Like, he didn't have any... You notice that towards the end? He didn't have any goddamn clothes on. He was down to his skivvies.
I really wasn't paying much attention to him when I was trying to stay alive.
Yeah, it was like boom, and exploded in bright light, and it was coming from his crotch, you know? It's like the only thing you could see. It was like his man's celestial body. It's kind of crazy.
All I know is that if I could bewitch my cock to do that, I'd have me a guildmaster in my bed.
God damn it, boy, move on.
Come on, she's perfect.
You're hung up as your daddy is. Well, I shouldn't talk about that.
What? Oh, wait. Oh, you got dirt on Dad. Come on. Oh, you guys were adventuring together. Give me something. Give me something. Come on.
Yeah, all right. There was this one time. There was this one time we were all at the tavern. And you have very similar taste to your daddy. This is long before he met your mother. Long before he met your mother. Big, shall we say, stacked up top, lady.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And
Us Faust have always been, attracted to that.
And he said he was gonna go stargazing. He looked at the rest of us. He said, "Boys, I'm going stargazing." This is in the middle of 5th or 6th ale. We can see that stacked halfling there waiting for him over at the side of the doorway. And I glanced back and I looked at your daddy and said, "Just what are you gonna do, Hister? What are you gonna do with those things?" Your daddy looked back at me, eyes cold as ice. He said, "Dirakt." I said, "I'm gonna get on the nipple because I'm a titty sucking fool, boy." And he went right out. It's gone. It's through the doorway. It's through the doorway. Yeah, he went stargazing, all right. The old man was a piece of work. A piece of work, man.
Now, just don't let him bullshit you. Everything he learned in the kitchen, he got from me. Because before Mom, he didn't cook anything.
What did he learn?
Well, finer culinary delicacies of cooking in the kitchen with fantastic herbs and spices. I don't think I went walking down the bazaar just so I'd get my exercise, did you? Mom and I'd go down there and find all kinds of weird things and concoctions to make. It's the joy of cooking with her. Because he wouldn't let me go out and adventure with him, so I found something to do. One of my favorite things. Eating.
Well, you're certainly bonded over it. That's for damn sure.
Stargazing.
Yeah, make sure to ask him sometime what his favorite constellation is. I got a feeling it revolves around the Big Dipper.
I'll remember that, Dirakt. Turn the beans a little bit. You hungry?
Hell yeah, those are about done. Let's get on that, man. God damn. Tormund, go ahead and roll a. What have I been having you roll for your food? For your cooking?
Oh shit! Has it been performance or survival?
I think it's been survival.
Yeah, it's been survival because survival's the one that's the +4.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 16.
16. God damn, you just spice these just right. God, you're like a walking spice cabinet, boy. Hell yeah.
It's all about the right mix and balance. You don't want too much heat. You don't want too much sweetness. You got to have it right there in the middle where you get just a touch of either, little flavor waves that crash over on top of each other.
Is there a little bit of honey in there too, just for a little bit of sweetness? Is that what you?
That's a secret. That's a secret.
No, the secret is how you've been like Yogi the Bear. You've been fucking. Where's that honey? I go over. I start fucking with you. Go, where's that goddamn honey at, boy? And slap you on the stomach. Hey, how are you hiding that honey at?
Hey, I don't just carry spam and beans in my bag. All right, it needs to be. If we're gonna eat on the trail, we're gonna eat good.
Yeah, Manicord, dick, spam, beans, honey, and seasoning. There we go.
There you go. That seasoning right there, it's got a bunch of different stuff in it. That goes good on everything. You put that on eggs in the morning. You put it on steak at night. That's my special Tormund's blend.
Tormund's blend. Let me show you some of Dirakt's blend. I pull out a small can. Very black, but slightly bronzish when it's held to the light. And I pull out a long draw pipe. crack open the top of that can, and you can see it smells just like black Cavendish. And I load my pipe up and just give it a little flame snort from the nose, just a little bit, just to get it fired up. Pass it over your way.
Gotta take it, awkwardly hold it. Tormund's haven't smoked a tavern pipe before.
Yeah, it's time to put some hair on them scales.
Looks at it and licks his chops and goes in to take a draw.
And it's just strong. It's just really, really, really strong tobacco. The kind that will lift you up 3-4 feet off the ground.
He's trying to hold it in. You see these tears start to come up in his eyes.
Watch out, boy. That's some strong dragon weed.
Oh. That's smooth. Smooth.
There's a baby's bottom.
Is it got a secret to it so that it doesn't burn so much?
Don't draw on it so long. Use the length of the pipe to your advantage, Tormund. Let it cool that smoke down. You don't want all that hot shit in your lungs, boy.
That's what I was experiencing. Okay, hold on. Let's try this one more time. It's gonna take a very, very slow draw out of it.
Now you're learning important life lessons.
Did I get anything? And as he's saying that, you can just see the smoke billowing out from his teeth around his jaws. Did I get anything? I don't know if I got anything. This fire is warm. Here's your pipe back. Hold on. Oh, this fire's warm. He takes a good half a scoot back from the flames.
Oh, make me chuckle, boy.
What? Oh, beans. Sorry, I forgot about the beans. Hold on. Wait. He looks down, and we both got a plate of beans in front of us. Oh, never mind. I already got the beans. Okay. Yeah. Oh, they're good. Yeah, they're right. Good beans. What the hell did you give me?
Oh, just a little dragonborn Cavendish, that's all. Stuff I like to haul back from the swamp. Way down south. They like their tobacco strong and their women stronger.
Ooh. If that's where you got that tobacco, can we go there next?
Sometime we could take a visit down there. You'll be impressed. It's a laid-back culture down there. Kind of place that has just as lively in the AM as it is in the PM.
It's basically no reason to sleep. All right, I'm in on this. That sounds like just about my speed.
It's a special place. There's no doubt about it. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
My perception. There it is. +1. It's 2. That was a nat 1.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm participating in this as well.
Never mind about the Dragonborn.
mine's a 15. So I kind of rub my eyes. Look like, as we got a pretty fire rolling. Tormund, turn around. I want you to look over there. You see some light? You see some fucking lights over there? Go ahead, roll an investigation check.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm putting that dice away. That is 2 nat ones back to back.
Shit. The pipe weeds just got you all fucked up.
Dude, Tormund is well fucked and far from home right now. These are Tormund's dice too. Oh, no. Dude, I'm gonna switch to the picture, Jasper. Tormund's dice are on rest tonight.
Dude, can't make that shit up sometimes, man. God damn it, Tormund. Tobacco's got you all silly. I go over to the edge of the lean-to tarp that we got going on as the rain's kicking down on top of it. I look out and I go, there's goddamn lights up there on that hill. That's a, I really didn't pay attention to it when we made our way down. It's certainly not a mountain, but it's a strong set of hills over there. You see them, they're bouncing around. They're all little circular lights up there.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't see anything.
I grab him by the shoulder and I point right up there. Look, just focus right there. God damn it, focus. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
You have got to be shitting me! Are you fucking kidding me? New dice, same result. Nat 1 and a 16.
No fucking way, dude.
If you had you not given me advantage, that would have been my 3rd nat 1 in a row.
Oh.
But that one will be, since I have advantage, 17.
17. We'll just role play it that way. You can't see it on your own until Dirakt just pointing like right at it. Right here, boy.
Oh, those lights. I don't know. Where's my bestiary? Maybe there's a thing about lights in there.
It's real interesting. I'm not getting my ass out there in the cold damn rain to find out tonight. But when we get up, let's go check out them hills before we make it back into town.
I think I got a heading that way. All right.
Well, maybe you'll be able to sleep easy tonight, Tormund.
Talking about bouncing lights, and I don't know about sleeping. Oh, it's gonna shucking by the fire. Way too on edge to sleep. There's just bouncing lights and intercourse and
I take his plate away from him, and I actually I take the last spoonful of beans. I think in my head for a second. Boy's one hell of a cook. God damn. I pull up and I actually for once take care of breaking down camp and clean out the cast iron skillet. Make sure to salt it. We'll put the old Dutch oven away as you ass out quick on me. I fill up my pipe one more time and like a good uncle, sit there and watch you snooze as I stare out into the rain, looking at those lights, feet propped up. Before I know it, I've closed my eyes once, twice, empty out the old pipe. My ass is out for the count. Go ahead and click the long rest on your character sheet.
Yeah. Done. Long rest taken. Will you set up the next thing? I'll be right back.
That's a great gif. Direct gets up for that early morning piss again. The rain this time slowly subsided off. That fresh smell, though, that renewal, hangs in the air. I'll never get tired of that. That smell is just one of the few damn things that's good in life. I go over and put on the pot of coffee.
It starts to percolate. That's what wakes me up. Oh, yeah.
There's nothing quite like some campfire coffee, right?
That earthiness, that roastiness, the tad hint of fruit in there. That's a good blend.
That it is. That it is.
My throat is really raw. What did you give me last night? I don't remember.
Well, it was that big boy pull that you had on that dragon weed.
Oh, now I'm starting to remember. Little flashes. Speaking of little flashes, I'm gonna look over towards the direction that I remember those flashes, or try and remember what direction those flashes were coming from.
Roll your survival.
Hey, there we go. Dirty 20.
You orientate yourself up, and it doesn't take long because you can look over and you can see that, dude, it is a large set of mounds. And I don't know if you've ever been to an actual Indian burial site before that properly used mounds. It's a fucking sight. We have a lot of them around here, and that's what you can see. Just large sections of moved earth. It's a lot of goddamn hills over there, boy.
What the hell makes all those hills? Oh.
Boy, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not a barrow of some sorts.
A what?
Barrow.
What's a barrow?
Burial ground.
Oh.
Mounds.
Think it's worth checking out after what we saw last night before we go into town?
Curiosity's got me piqued. I think we should.
Tormund looks around. Did you break down camp last night, or did I?
Don't worry about it, boy. This old man's got you covered.
Thank you. I guess I wasn't anticipating the strength of that dragon weed you had there. All right.
Nobody ever does. Come on, boy. Let's break this down. I want you to take in. Smell this. Sometime when you're in the desert, you'll crave this shit. I've been all over this planet. There's nothing on this earth like the smell of fresh rain. That's renewal,
Tormund
boy.
Puts his hands on his hips and he smells it. He smells all those wonderful smells you get post rain, and just goes, Yep. All right, let's go check out those mounds.
Boy, sometime, someday, some goddamn day, as we begin to make our way towards that barrel, I need you to roll an investigation check. No, just perception. I'm sorry.
Perception? Now we're doing better. 15.
15. As we begin to make our way towards, you can see 30-foot high hills rises ahead of us. Top is way too flat to be just a natural occurrence. Jutting from that grassy hilltop is a row of 10-foot tall bone white rocks that arc towards the overcast sky like outstretched talons. Look at this.
What's going on here? These mounds are way too tall to be natural. Look at the flat top on them.
No, it's terraced. We go up one set. It's about 10 feet. And then we kind of go up the second set. Up top to the third, where we reach that first bone white rock that jets up like a spike.
What kind of ceremonial nonsense is this? It's like a grave of some sort. What would be here? This would have to be like a mass grave. There's nothing this big in this realm, is there?
Roll an insight check.
17.
17. Just together, we take both of our hands and pull past that first set of bone white rocks and move up the second into the third. We can see the mounds expand out in what looks like wings. Oh, goddamn, boy. See what I'm seeing? And you see it. This thing looks like it's a dragon barrow.
Direct? I think this is a dragon.
Boy, it certainly looks like it, doesn't it?
As soon as we both agree, I'm going to look to the sky just out of sheer paranoia of the white dragon. On investigation, that's an 18.
Sky is overcast, but there's no sign of the white dragon.
What the hell? What the hell would have done this? I mean, if this is
old, boy.
Don't dragons live a long time?
Oh, dragons live a long time, but this, whenever this happened, it's quite dated. I mean, look at how it's grown up and over. And whenever this dragon fell was quite some time ago.
But why would we see lights? Why would we see lights around this? I mean, you're the one who saw the lights, but I mean, not saying you're old. I'm just saying that, you say you saw lights.
Saw lights, but everything's been acting weird in the Neverwinter Woods since we went through it the first time when we went up to the log mill. This goddamn dragon's got everything out of fucking whack.
I don't think what we're standing on was one of his ancestors, do you? I don't think this has something to do with why he's all over this territory.
I don't. it's way too early to make any kind of a correlation between this dragon's burial and the white dragon. I'm just saying that whatever's going on in that damn woods that the dragon has helped stir up ain't no good. Wisps like that, little wisps, those little undead bastards, that's what they were. They want you to draw you in. That's what they do. They want you to come literally to the light. They want to treat you like a moth.
Direct. Could those wisps reanimate something like... He's pointing down to the dragon mound.
No, they only wish they could. They're just tiny little bastards.
But if a bunch of them got together, could they, you know...
At best, they lure in a set of shitty grave robbers, pull them down in the catacombs, and they don't make it out. They prey on the dumb. But you know where there is unrest, Tormund? Us adventurers usually can find some toys.
Well,
this is where keen eye comes in, Tormund. Sometimes you gotta improvise out on the road.
Tormund's instantly gonna look around and start looking for catacombs while he's standing on the grave of a giant dragon. Well, on investigation.
You go a couple sets forward, and you pull up to one of the center mass. Large bone white spikes. And you look down, my God, right off the bat, like a needle in a haystack, you find some light.
All right,
poking through.
Look at this.
Oh boy, I think you just found the opening to this crypt.
Just gonna start brushing it away, opening it up.
And you quickly find you're gonna end up, this thing is the plug. This rock on top is gonna have to get moved.
Well, Direct, we got a big damn rock.
Yeah. Let's do what we do best, boy. As I roll my sleeves up. I will be assisting and helping you. So with the help action, you can roll with advantage.
Woo! Hopefully it goes better than some of my other rolls. All right, I assume this is strength.
Mm-hmm.
Is we gonna do this tiered and I guess the DC goes up every time? Or are we gonna do this in one?
You don't know.
You son of a bitch. Oh, Scoob, I don't know. All right. First strength roll with advantage is going to be, Jesus, 19.
19. I go from pushing to flipping around with my back as I'm leaning in. I'm digging in. Tormund's just straight fucking gut strength. Wrapped around either side. You just fucking wobble this motherfucker. Totally.
Dude.
Open up a set of spiral stairs down below us as you are able to move this thing without knocking it over.
Nice.
Anything under an 18, you would have fucking broke that thing off.
Luckily, my strength is a +6.
True. Well, shit. How about that?
We got a spiral staircase down there.
Well, I think it's a call to go on a little adventure, you say, Tormund, shall we?
Well, I'll lead the way then.
I hold out the torch and I go, light it up, boy.
2 lit torches as we head down the staircase.
All right. As you begin to make your way down damp, cold stone staircase in this barrow, we're going to take our first break.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Am I supposed to see what I'm seeing on chat screen? Because I can't.
No, oh, you can't see it. I forgot. Thanks for reminding me. I had you turned off so you couldn't cheat and see it early.
Please. Okay. All right. I cheated once.
No. That's not a.
But never again.
That was not a trying to condemn you for cheating. It's just I want to leave it on the same screen so I don't have to like search for it. It's more of like when you log into Roll20, I don't want you to see more than what you I don't want to spoil it for you. Like I
appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't want you to know you're going into a cavern at the beginning of the session.
Had no idea where we were going to go from campfire to cavern.
You know, I got things up my sleeve.
You want to get a refill and I'll sit with chat and then I'll bounce real quick and come back?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, it's just you and me. Go refill.
I like to make sure the music's staying on, man.
Consummate professional, I swear. I crafted some cards. Good. I'm gonna need them. So right now, Tormund has Lucky, Impenetrable, Charger, and Relentless. I've got 1 D6 inspiration. So anything you want to throw on top of that, more is the better. So I got the Mantawang. You better believe I still got the Mantawang. It's in the bag. Just because I pulled it out and asked Dirakt exactly why I was carrying it doesn't mean I'm not keeping it. Oh my God. Borf, Mandy might be one of the only Nick Cage films that I haven't seen, and I've seen some bad Nick Cage films. Like, I've seen Ghost Rider, all right? 0.00010% of the population has seen Ghost Rider. Like, all right, when you say Mandy was weird, is it like, what is it? Raising California weird? Was it Raising California? Oh my God. Now you're totally going to make me look up Nick Cage films. Damn you. Let's see. First of all, I want to know what year this was. Nick Cage. Face Off is definitely his best movie. I mean, come on. You saw both Ghost Riders? I was Raising Arizona. There it was. You know, some people say Con Air was the best Nick Cage film. No, definitely. Face Off definitely had to be the best Nick Cage film. Other people have opinions on that. They're wrong.
It's Gone in 60 Seconds, dude. Because Gone in 60 Seconds might actually be a damn good movie.
All right. Well, see, here's the thing. I was actually going on the other side of that. I was going for the worst Nick Cage
Oh,
films.
okay.
And calling them the best Nick Cage films.
Nice.
But, thanks for playing along.
That's the thing about Nick Cage's career. It's it's all pretty close.
All right. I'll be right back. You got him.
Oh, nice, Wasps. We got that in unison right there, baby. Pete Cage, dude. Pete Cage. By the way, to let you guys know, I have a protection card and I have an indomitable card. Beat you to it, Fort. By seconds, man. I'm in your head, chat. By the way, was anybody able to use the 20% off coupon that got posted? I hope somebody did. Streamloots had no idea, or well, not Streamloots, but I had no idea that I was posted with a 20% off coupon for like multiple days. Yeah, that would have been nice to have known. Regardless, I appreciate you guys supporting the content, man. Let's do here at halftime, let's do a giveaway. I'm gonna do a 5-stack giveaway for you guys watching and being supporters of Tormund's Quest. We're gonna do this right now.
That's why I need to come to the live show. YouTubers, that's why I need to come to the live show.
Mm-hmm. All right. We got 1 minute on this bad boy. We're doing a stream loot 5-stack. Give away a big boy right now.
Get in on that.
That's a $15 value.
Wait, did you say $15? Oh my God, Becky.
All right. Go ahead and create that coupon code. Okay. Number of different users. Let's see. Looks like I can do. It's like I'll have to do it 5 different times. Damn. That's okay. 10 seconds left to get on that bad boy.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Get on it quick.
All right.
GG.
GG's, man, cat. Here it's coming over. Be ready for these bad boys.
It's coming at you, dude.
Boom. I feel bad that you have to rapid fire click these links. I thought I could do a full stack. All right, we got 1, 2, 3. This is number 4. Booyah. Here comes number 5. I will know this next time. and stage it a little bit differently. Booyah. All done.
Your face, your ass, what's the difference?
What's the difference?
Water skin, foreskin, whatever.
So, you make your way down those cold, wet stone spiral staircase. Find yourself coming in to a hallway. Seems to wrap around circular. Passages to your left and to your right. What would you like to do?
Being in a situation like this before on the keep, I'm gonna be ready. And I'm gonna slowly and stealthily move my way around over here. This is how much of my movement. 10 feet, maybe 5 feet from here to here. 5 feet.
As we go through this barrel, I want to make sure I get this right. It is. There's a lot of flagstone that's been placed down here, but it is cold, moist. It's wet. It smells like any area that hasn't had fresh air in quite some time.
Dank and musty. Strong. Kind of like grandma's basement where the carpet's got a little too damp over the last 50 years. Direkt, these halls are tight. Stay close.
But, what would you like to do next?
So I gotta figure out how much movement I can use here. I'm gonna move my happy ass right there. Stealthily as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Down the hallway. Oh my god, this place is, I'm gonna have to fucking map it out in my head. Oh shit. Alright, so we're literally moving around the spiral staircase.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
14.
Just out of the corner of your eye, it looks like you see a little bit of light. Small ball. Hovering. Right here. Or it tucks out of your sight. Flies away.
Direkt. What's the best way to kill these wisps? We killed the jellies, we used a hammer. Or we can get more. Is there a way to kill these things so we kill them dead and quickly?
These little shits, they're malevolent, they're wispy balls of light. They like to haunt lonely places and battlefields, bound by some sort of dark fate or magic. They feed on the fear and the despair. I'll just say this much. Usually it takes magic of some sort. I haven't fucked with them a whole lot. Most of the time you run them away. Just be weary.
All right, well, you're the one with all the fucking magic, so...
It's not true. It's about magical weapons. I have magical weapons, too.
It's gonna grab himself in the crotch. It's just the only fucking magical weapon I've got on me right now.
Damn it, boy. Don't make me laugh down here. Trust me. No adventurers trying to find your goddamn Pringles can down here. And that's a lunch size, boy. Your eye on the prize.
This fucking great axe of mine's got some sort of magical properties in it if I gotta kill a goddamn wisp army. All right. I saw one done this way.
The only thing magical that fucking axe has is hard work, time, and sweat. Someday maybe you'll be lucky enough to find one.
What? A magical axe or a Pringles can?
God damn it, boy, just go for it.
All right. The wisp went this way. Come on. Let's move quietly.
I know, we're talking like goddamn things right in front of us.
I don't know if there's any more. Just stay behind me and shut the fuck up.
Fucking move, junkie.
He's already halfway down the hall.
I like how our two-person escapades always just end up like Hudson Hawk every time.
Because I don't know, because it's one of my favorite fucking movies. Maybe
me and you having a love for that movie. It's just everything is Hudson Hawk.
I don't think we're not doing a singing, swinging on a star.
Oh, dude, if we could ever coordinate it. Oh.
Mm.
All right.
I see a crypt, maybe. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
It's 14.
14. Look over and it looks like you definitely see a crypt over to the left. But more importantly, you look down to above where that wisp was at, and you can see some sketchy looking fucking boards. Some real sketchy boards.
Like boards on the floor? All right, come here, look at this. Swore that wisp was hanging out.
Told you, these little malevolent sons of bitches. Goddamn right, that's a fucking trap. Kicks the boards a little bit, prods it. One of the boards slides off. Slams in to a sword. See, that thing is about 10 feet fucking deep.
Motherfucker.
But don't give the wisp any credit. It's just trying to stop grave robbers. Dumb sons of bitches. All right, when we get across this thing, we got to give her a good old jump.
What do you want? Athletics? Acrobatics?
Athletics gets the job done.
Is it acrobatics?
No, because jumping is more of a full on. With this one, just like plain footed. But if you want to do you want to do it like Brian Boitano, go for it.
You know what? Just because you said that, Fat Kid's gonna try and make the jump with a little fucking.
Oh God, you are gonna hardcore parkour it, you fucking zoomer.
Yep, total. That's 18. I'll take that +5 10 times out of 10.
18. You get the job done. Oh, let's go. Inspiration. Hell yeah. Thank you for it. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, you make it there fucking gracefully.
I do one of those step back, parkour, jump, step off the wall to my left, push off of that and jump to the other side. Just make it look real easy. Coming direct.
Goddamn right, I'm coming. I'm just gonna jump it. 17 plus 2, 19.
You're as graceful as a swan. I'm going to listen. Look around the corner. See if I can see that wisp that shot down here. All right. Mr. Graceful, you ready to move further down?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
As you move past these two tombs, they appear completely engraved, etched with what appears to be the body who rests here now. On the side that we walk past, we're able to pick up the kinds of sights and pictures that depict what would be a squire. Definitely looks like the kind of support, all the symbolism, the hitching of horses, and just general dedication to duty. All shaped around this young woman's body. Clasping a sword. Tormund. Here, this appears to be a, I don't know if it was young or not, but a squire's grave. That means come over here. Let's go over to the side. Come over to the side. Yeah.
I can see. Looks like horses. Is this a royal crypt? These the support for some king from this area?
We go over to the sarcophagi. In this crypt. It's partially open, and we can see a little bit. You can see a little bit of the actual sarcophagi. And this one is very, very royal. 100%. We can see the seal of Neverwinter on it. And oh my God, boy, this is a crypt of Lady Tanamir.
Who's Lady Tanamir?
Roll a history check.
$15.
Lady Tanamir She was a royal scion in Neverwinter. It's, damn near a century ago. I remember hearing stories of her. In the Kingdom Neverwinter, they had their own dragon problem. It was a green dragon. God, I'm trying to think. And I look, and I look over and I look to the right, and there is a massive symbol of a green dragon carved over towards the right. Azdraka. Its name was Azdraka. And it terrorized this high road. Lady Tanamir, she died in battle. So did that dragon. This is her remains. This is her wishes were that she was buried with her fallen compatriots, to be sealed wherever they fell that dragon. That was her dying wishes. She had 2 parties with her, Tormund. It was a massive dragon. He looks over to the right. There's the massive skull of Azdraka. And there's cobwebs, general dust and soot, but you can see a long blade laid over the top of that skull.
Direct. Look at that blade. You think that's what she used to fell this thing?
Considering that 10-foot pit with swords, I'd say there's a pretty good chance.
I want to go up and investigate the sword.
All right.
19.
19. As you walk up, you can see the huge dragon emblem embedded into the walls, with its large skull and horns that protrude up almost like an antelope's, that curl and twist like spires towards the heavens. Draped across the top of it is a massive longsword. A fine, taut leather hilt. Almost a gold and bronze-like color to its hilt, as the sides almost look like the wings of dragons on either side as they flare out. Doesn't look like there's anything particularly holding it in place than it just being laid there under cobwebs.
Direct, you think this might be the key to our dragon problem?
I don't know if it's necessarily the key, but it laid waste to one.
Tormund reaches out to grab the sword and stops just before he touches the blade and the tang. He pulls back for a second. Turns around and walks over to the tomb that he knows to be Lady Tanamir's. Reaches into his pocket. He's looking for something. He can't find it. Just keeps looking and looking and looking, and finally he pulls out the amulet he found. Morden's amulet. He's going to lay it over the top of this tomb. And he's going to speak to the grave. Lady Tanamir, I give you this as a token and a promise. Zanvil's, this amulet saved my life in an attempt to protect the innocent. This is your sword. It helped you beat this green dragon. This is something I'm going to need. But I'm leaving this amulet here because this is something I want back. With your permission, I want to take this sword. And then when I finish the problem, the white dragon that plagues this land, I'm going to bring your sword back. Rest it once where it laid. And I'm taking this amulet back with me. But you keep this until I can fulfill that promise. He's going to back away from the tomb. Go back over and
roll. A religion check.
Religion? Not bad for this guy. Sturdy 20.
20.
So after laying the amulet there and stepping back, he's going to go back to where he was originally before he was going to grab the sword, and he's going to reach out and one hand over, one hand under, take hold of the blade in the handle of it, cautiously looking around, almost for a second feeling like, I pull this away, was a giant boulder going to kill me? He's going to pick it up out of where it's resting.
As you put your hand on the hilt of that blade, you see a hand over the top of yours, wispy, ethereal in nature. As you look up, you can see the incorporeal form of a full set of armor. Looks like some sort of guardian. And the hair on the back of your scales stands up. It makes you pause as that cold and corporal hand is on top of yours. And you stay like that for a second. Just held in place. Then you see a second hand lean down and grasp up underneath the bottom of yours. And it helps you lift up the sword. And it pulls it up into your hands. Let's go.
Tormund's holding both hands on the hilt of this sword. Is this ethereal figure still in front of him?
100%. It's just an empty set of armor.
I'm gonna hold the sword, both hands. I'm gonna earn the right to use this, and then I'm gonna bring it back to you. Thank you for helping me. Now let me help this realm. I'm gonna
roll a perception check.
17.
17. Just for a second. Not very long. But where the eyes would be and the shield guardian, swear you can see a above an anvil as a hammer strikes it.
It's got the freaking chills. Oh my god. Oh.
Fades away.
Tormund slowly backs up next to Dirakt. You saw that, right?
I saw it all right, boy. Did real good.
Did you see the eyes?
I'll be honest, I was focused on its hands. When it actually let go of the sword, I almost couldn't believe it.
It showed me Morden's sign. It was the anvil and hammer. Same as on the amulet. Same one that saved us. Dirakt, I'm telling you right now, Morden is going to help us beat this white dragon. He's protecting this realm. He wants us to get this done.
Certainly have his favor today and for the days to come.
Yeah.
Add Dragon Slayer to your card.
What the fuck? Oh no! Dude, that is the best sounding sword ever! Oh my god. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. It was, oh my god. Oh, Stay for a Spell's gonna be good. Oh my god. With this newly found massive longsword in his hand, Tormund's gonna look over at Dirakt. I don't think there's anything else here we need. I think we should leave this tomb just as is.
See, I disagree. Let me show you something, boy. I come back over and the tomb of Lady Tanamir. See that? Leans in. There's just a little bit showing. See how the bones are all too well lined up? See that, Tormund? Like
Not natural.
Like one of your teachers is trying to show you in class. That's a telltale sign. Reanimation.
Wisps have been trying to reanimate him?
As far as I can remember the story, I don't think Lady Tanimir knew the dragon was fell. I think these wisps may be living off of that fear. That fear of failure and regret that sometimes can haunt the lives of the living just as hard as it can the lives of the dead. I think we need to give her a little peace of mind. We're at least going to take care of a couple of those wisps before we leave here, so she can lay at rest. Luckily, I don't think anyone's been strong enough to be able to move these tombs. Let's give the lady some rest. Go ahead and... As we close the rest of that tomb, she's got Morden on her side right now. I'm not worried about her coming back. We need to see what's in the rest of this. See if we can bring some peace. They've done a great task for us already, giving you that blade. Even if it is just a rental.
He looks at the sword and goes, "You're that much. Let's go check the rest of this place out." He's going to move back down to where the trap was. Leap over. Just no acrobatics this time. Just a straight jump over it.
I'm at 18.
Woo! 18 base roll. We'll call that 21.
Clear it easily. Good way, champion.
Back down to this point I know. And just keep moving this direction. Get to this corner here. Kind of peer down through the darkness to see what I can see.
See another wisp. Circling about as it darts off.
Around what area?
This area right here.
Seeing that wisp flick through there, I'm going to make my way back to just in front of that spot. You want me to investigate? Just to see if there's anything there, like that was with the wooden boards?
I think it would be best to, boy.
It's a 12 on investigation.
It's time you look down at it. No boards. Just flagstone. Nothing nearly as obvious as the previous room.
I'm going to do one more investigation check, except I'm not going to focus on the floor this time. I'm going to look up. And that's a nat 20. Wish it was something more exciting than a second investigation roll, but whatever.
You look up. See any kind of impeding trap that may drop down. Nothing that looks like an imminent danger above or below you.
So nothing looks like an impeding trap?
Floor doesn't look like it gives away. Ceiling doesn't look like anything drops down from above.
Tormund's still not taking any chances, is going to jump this 5-foot span to the other side.
All right.
No. It's 14 on that jump.
14. You're able to clear it. I make it a 16. It's better to be safe than sorry. We've encountered that before. It could be a plate.
I was about to fucking die. If there's one thing these wisps have shown us so far is that there are traps about. It could have been just for her, but I'm not going to chance it. And I'm going to investigate.
Certainly do, as we find 4 more actual sarcophagi this time. No tombs. These actually just have the decomposed, dusty and molded skeletons of adventurers.
Just make a pass through this room, looking for anything I could see. Looking, see if all the tombs are all sealed up. I don't see anything in here, Dirakt. You see these 4 tombs?
While they're tombs on the map, are actually just flat bed with the bodies laid on top.
Oh, just really nothing but just
Yeah.
bodies.
Yeah, these actually have the decomposed bodies on top. Roll a perception check.
14.
You can see the moldy bones of what look like ex-adventurers. Northwestern sarcophagi raised by it, and it looks like there's an old molded and broken loot. You can see to the southeast, it looks like there's laid to rest with old fine robes and a intricate necklace that glows with an orangish ambery red. Looks like the other 2 bodies contained a cleric fighter.
Direkt, these must have been one of the parties of adventurers she went out with. Died with her in slaying this dragon. Maybe a bard, a cleric, a fighter, and I can't tell. With the robes and the necklace, the orange and amber, that reddish color. I don't know what that... Sorcerer, maybe?
True wizard. Spellcaster of some sorts.
It's like all these bodies laid to rest and rotted as they were laid. See any reason to linger here, do you?
I go over to the body where the necklace is at.
Southeast.
I'm gonna roll an investigation check. As I look down, roll a perception check.
17.
You see that Direkt is leaning down over this body. And you can see that reddish aura around him that you've seen come out in battle before. Begin to slowly illuminate him once again. And it's slow at first. It just kind of gathers momentum as it's more of a glowish embery around him. As he leans down, Undarasha Nala Kantara Dunshanan Mar Malaka. As you can see, slowly lifts up that necklace as it unlatches itself from the back. And you can see where the wings of the phoenix aura that he's had before spread out and take flight. It illuminates inside the room. You see those wings shoot up straight and wrap, and you can see this embodiment for the first time really well inside of a dark cavern as it circles inside the room before it slides in to where this dusty, moldy body was. And you can see just the mold and the dust incinerate, and it's just perfect white ivory bone. With its hands wrapped up and over. You can just see the perimeter, the outline of orangish, emberish flame of like a glass casket begin to form up and over before you see it, that similar soot and ash, as it literally builds like what you saw before. Way, way, way back at the Dwarven ruins, as it fills in and makes a complete tomb up and over that body.
Wow.
Direkt looks back over at you. Appears you weren't the only one that needed to step into this tomb. Looks down and shows you, as you can see, emblems of the phoenix on this necklace.
Another follower of the Phoenix like you.
He takes it and clasps it around. Let there be rebirth from flames and fire and the ash as it glows around his neck. After he looks over at you, he performs simple rites for the rest. And when he does, he goes by each body, and the flames just completely cleanse any of the soot, mold, or dust. Leaves everything in a very presentable, ceremonial look.
They deserve this level of respect.
What they did, they gave everything, Tormund. They gave everything.
Let's hope we don't have to make that same ultimate sacrifice. From what I can tell,
I agree.
there's at least 2 more chambers in here. Let's move on. Sweep them out.
Go ahead, roll for the jump. I made it easily.
Oh shit, yeah, that's dirty 20. Proceed down the hallway. Kind of remembering as I get to each junction where we came in from each one. So I look north of us. There's just enough glow to know that that's the main chamber, and head south here down to what I can see before progressing in. It was a 13 on investigation.
You peer down. You can see another wisp floating in this general direction. It vanishes.
Kind of what he's done to this point so far is using the wisps to calculate where there may be a trap. Comes up in front of where he saw that wisp and just investigates the entire thing, below, sides, above.
This time, when you step on the plate before where the wisp is at, hear it and feel it sink into the ground.
Motherfucker.
Shit. God damn it. All right. Don't move. Don't you fucking move, boy. Just give me a second here. All right. I pull out and I start to begin to let that energy of the phoenix glow on either of my hands. I'm gonna give you the count of 3. And I want you to jump over where we have been jumping before, where the wisp has been. I'm going to apply pressure to this block to keep it down.
All right.
All right. I have a 19 and a nat 20.
Oh, shit.
So both of mine are going to connect and find purchase on this plate. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
All right. Dex disadvantage. Wow. What a fucking shit show. Literally both were a 10, and it's a +2, and I'm going to use inspiration.
Smoke him if you got him.
Fuck yes. That is going to be 18.
18.
By inspiration. It's good knowing you. I don't know if I needed you, but I used you.
As you jump and clear. At the same time, my Eldritch Blast holding down on the plate comes back up. You can see darts out either side.
Holy
smash
shit.
into the wall. Goddamn pressure plates. Shit. At least we took our time. We took our time. And I'm going to trigger it a couple of times. A second, a third set of darts. Finally, the fourth time. It seems to run empty. And I still hold it down with one of my Eldritch Blast as I go to make my jump. Ends up being a 17. All right. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
14. Damn kids.
Chat, it's his own choice.
We're good. She's back in bed. Or she will be.
I was actually talking about the mods. They're all wanting to stay up because they don't want to go to bed at the end of this. As we jump across, we look and you can see a pile of bones and an old moldy saddle. God. It's the final resting spot of Lady Tandemir's horse.
She entombed her horse?
Yeah. Took her in a battle. Possibly one where there was no coming back. And when you take another step forward, you can see as it begins to assemble up and take form of a skeletal horse. And we take a step back up and to the point, to the edge. And we just stare.
Direkt, what do we do with a skeletal horse? Easy. Easy. I'm dumbfounded at what to do with a goddamn skeletal horse in a crypt.
Direct's kind of jawless too.
Do we leave it alone? Do we come back where we came? Try and press on beyond it? Did you bring any carrots?
God damn it. And it begins to slowly walk towards you, Tormund.
Having dealt with horses, cleaning stables, he's gonna hold his hand out to where normally you would nuzzle a horse to see if it's friendly. He's a little unnerved by this skeletal creature that's clopping towards him, but he's gonna try and treat it like things that he knows. I mean, he's cleaned stables for money, so he's obviously got some experience with horses. So he's gonna try and do the same thing he would do with a normal horse. He holds his hand out, just kind of waiting to see what happens.
Roll an animal handling check.
I got a plus on that one. Fuck yeah, 18.
Comes over to you and it does. It actually nuzzles you. Skeleton form and all. Small bits of still rotting.
At this point, he's kind of dumbfounded by what's going on. Despite the rotting pieces, he's gonna treat it like a normal horse. He's gonna throw his arm down the neck of it and kind of run it along the bones down towards the saddle. Good horse.
Neighs a little bit and acknowledges and rubs its awkward bone body up against you as if it knew, as if it didn't know any different. Bang, you got inspiration again.
Thank you.
I know it's docile, boy, but shouldn't be here like this. Shouldn't be worried about serving its master anymore.
Tormund's gonna have a hand up on the saddle and move it around the lower jaw of this skeletal horse and pull it towards him and look at him, and he's gonna ask, how do we find peace for you, friend? And it's a double question. He's asking that to the horse. He's also asking it to Dirakt.
Well, I'll perform rites for it. Send it on its way. After we clear these catacombs, I will make sure that it has proper passage, so it doesn't have to have any more restless nights. There's no doubt that these wisps have preyed upon this poor creature's nature. to want to be at a moment's notice for its master.
Dirac's gonna take his hand off the saddle and grab the other side of its head, hold it towards his. Gonna find you peace, buddy. Direct. Cleanse it.
As it kind of nestles its head over in next year's. Direct walks up to the horse. Slowly puts a hand over where its mane would be. To stroke it like if it had a mane there. Treating it no differently.
Munansha. Uno tog. Mesa. Teratoga. Mishomeno. Mishosi. Mishosa.
As he raises his head, he puts an arm over on your shoulder. As the bones in this body just slowly at the back end, as it kind of wiggles, begin to drop and cascade away. That horse leans its head into your shoulder as everything else falls away down onto the ground. And the only thing that you're left holding is just the head of that horse.
Tormund holds it next to his head for a moment. He sees the rest of the body fall down. Kind of cradles it in his arms for a moment and squats down and lays the skull where it would be kind of in relation to the rest of the bones, and kind of strokes it over the eye socket, kind of where the ears would be. Now you can sleep. Your lady's been waiting for you. As he stands up, he just kind of wipes a little tear out of one of his eyes. Thank you, Direct.
Direct's a little glassy-eyed himself.
I'm glad we came down here.
I'm glad we did too. Glad we did too.
Just one of these warriors deserve peace. What they did.
Every bit of it.
All right. See if there's anything down the rest of this.
Let's go to the
hall.
Let's go to the last room, boy.
Okay.
Remember, we've got a double jump here. Double jump. Oh! Got one.
You're not the only one. A nat one as well.
You got one as well. We're just don't even care. We just walk across it. We just press in to the plate. We can hear it as air's expunged, but nothing happens. All the darts are on the ground. Ever a time to roll double that ones? That's the time.
Oh, dude, when you said that, I thought, oh man, if he rolled a 20 and I rolled a 1, I'll never hear the end of this.
We're both just kind of emotionally exhausted at the moment.
That was good thing at pressing that plate a couple of times.
You don't get old for no reason, boy.
All right. One more room. Let's go. Very familiar sight. Back at that spiral staircase where it all began. Seeing the one room that was in front of us. Standing at the hallway, the door, I can smell that fresh air from above in this musty little den we're in. But there's still one more room to press onto, so on we go.
Going down the corridors, same way. Nothing too distinct. Still just carved hallways. You can see a single wisp, and a second, and a third. Tuck back into this chamber.
Oh, Dirakt, I think we found where all the wisps have been collecting.
Since we didn't fall into their shit traps.
I guess we're about to find out what wisps are made of. Oops. All of a sudden, I hit /God and was able to clip through walls.
Yeah.
This point, kind of cautiously looking around. I'm just seeing those wisps flip out of here, just making sure there's no traps along the wall.
Roll an investigation. Tell me where you're looking.
I'm just kind of looking at, oh yeah, come here, because I saw them zip down here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna kind of look at this area right here, make sure there's nothing on the floor, on the wall, on the ceiling. I mean, fuck, that's my, if I'm gonna throw 20s or 1s on, I'll throw another 20 on an investigation check. Why not?
Doesn't appear to be anything. No traps.
Gotta push on from here.
Look down the hallway. See the light of another singular tomb. Dirakt goes past you. I think there's another one over here.
He says that. I'm gonna push in to see what he's talking about.
You both enter inside this room. Just a heavy weight on your chest. As it sits deep. I don't like how this room feels, Tormund. I don't like how this room feels one bit.
said they could reanimate the dead, right? Whose tomb are we in?
Know whose tomb we're in. But I think we should find out.
Torm is going to go examine this one right here.
Take a look at this one over here.
Investigation?
Go ahead, roll an investigation check.
15.
15, they seem nondescript. No crazy engravings like we've seen before. Nothing out of place.
Are they like the adventures we saw? Are they cots with bones? Are these more like real sarcophagus, tombs encased in rock?
These are full, and I've been using sarcophagus wrong, because sarcophagus would still be a type of tomb. These are actual stone tomb.
Direkt, this one's got no writing on it.
I think we should both take a peek and see what's going on inside here.
Tormund's going to take his sword. It's a long sword that he's gotten. He's going to hold it high. So he'll use his shoulder to push the lid open.
Direkt does the same on his. As they slide, both of them, gas begins to pour out. We both need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Mine is a 22.
22. Mine was a 14 with a -1.
Ooh.
I will fail. I'm going to take 14 points of acid damage. You will take 7 points of acid damage as the room fills with a vinegar-like cloud that burns your lungs.
That's worse than your tobacco.
And when the cloud disperses, three wisps fill into our area. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh, there we go. There's that roll for initiative. I will be a 17.
Ooh, we tied, but I have a -1, so I'm 16. I'm still. Oh, God damn it! These fucking wisps. Oh, the wisps are in at a 19.
Motherfuckers.
All right. All right. That wisp next to you, Tormund, is going to buzz by your shoulder. That is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
It does 9 points of lightning damage
Damn.
as you were shocked, almost paralyzed in place. Second wisp slams next to you. That is a 19 to hit as well.
Well, you know that'll get it done then, won't you?
It's going to do 10 points of lightning damage.
God damn, I ain't gonna last long.
The third is going to go next to Dirakt. Shit, it might not actually hit. 13. Damn it. No, it hits. 13 is mine. It's going to do 9 points. Oh, shit. Where am I at? Oh, no.
Lucky you got the long rest. You got no hit points.
I just took 14 and then 9.
14 from what?
From the gas. I didn't
Oh
say.
shit, that's right. I forgot about the gas.
You took that off your health? The 7?
Yeah.
All right. Holy shit, I got 10 hit points left. All right.
Gonna need some magic real quick.
All right. Tormund, it is your turn.
Surrounded by fucking wisps who just electrocuted the ever-living shit out of me. I'm going to go into a rage because I just got fucked and I'm pissed. I'm gonna take this newfound sword of mine since I was guarding with it. I'm gonna swing it into that son of a bitch. Hold on, I gotta refresh this page because I need my new stats, please. Thank you very much. There they are. All right, I'm gonna swing the Dragon Slayer long sword into the one in front of me.
Go for it.
I'm just making sure I got all my cards here in case I need to pull one out real good. Okay, got it. Perfect. Oh shit, I'm gonna need that. That one's gone. We'll find that another day. And it's out of here. All right, first swing, longsword. That is going to be +7, 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Perfect. That dice right there. Where's my damage dice? Thank you. All right, that first swing is going to be 13 points slashing damage.
And it's this one right here, correct?
I was facing the first wisp that hit me. This one right here.
Okay, that one right there. Gotcha. Nothing in particular. Just want to make sure. All right. 13 points as you connect with your sword. You can see it destroy that incorporeal form. As you can hear just a little scant laughter from this wisp, but it connects and splits apart, wrapping back around and forming again. But it looks like 100% of the damage was inflicted.
Fuck that wisp. I'm gonna swing at it again. That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
19 will hit. Just hit.
Thank God for that +7. That is going to do an additional 11 points slashing damage.
As you strike over the top again. This time, splitting its form again. And it comes back together. And it holds. Laughing at you. DTD.
Woo! Just taking massive damage from it. Exactly how you describe it. Swinging through it. Just whoosh, and it splits apart. Comes back together. Second time, splits it apart. And as it comes back together, that laughter, as it smashes, turns into dust over my sword. And Tormund, blinded by rage, is going to not even hesitate to swing around and take a third attack using Frenzy on the little son of a bitch that hit him the last time. Come on, please. That'll get it done. That's a 23. I hope.
23 hits. 23 hits.
That one will be 9 points damage. Shit. And with that, I will end my turn.
9 points damage.
9 points damage.
All right. Being locked in to where I'm at again. 2 wisps on either side. This time, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds again. But where I split it between us the last time by holding your body, this time in an Eldritch Blast, you see an arc of the Phoenix come up and over. The wings curl up in a long arc up and over the wisp that land on top of you. I will have to roll to hit. All right, that'll be 18.
For my AC, that'll hit.
As that arc comes up and over and finds purchase on your body, we're going to split this Cure Wounds 3d8 plus 3. 8, 5, 13, 20, 23 points. So you will take 12 and I will take 11.
Why don't you take 12 and I'll take 11?
No, you don't get that choice.
Oh, you motherfucker.
You don't get that choice. As it comes up and over. And then I'm going to stay locked in with both of my hands over the wisp that's in front of me. All right. That wisp This is gonna come back at you, bro. Nat 20.
Give it to me.
It's gonna do 20 points of lightning damage.
Never mind, I'm glad I had that. I'm the one who deserved the 12 points.
Oh, let's go, baby. That's a 5. As it whisk comes over at me, I'm maintaining just the Eldritch Blast shield around me as that whisk can't find purchase. Tormund, it is your turn.
Oh, I'm fucking angry that I just got fucking beat to shit by this wisp in front of me. I'm gonna swing at it with a sword. Or it's gonna miss. It's an 18.
18 does not find purchase on the first strike.
Gonna come at it again. There we go. That's what I'm fucking talking about. 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
Makes my damn beard itch. That second hit is going to be 14 point slashing damage.
DTD.
So this time, as Tormund swings back for his second with this Dragon Slayer, you hear a whisper. The blade starts to glow bright green as he swings it through the wisp and ignites it in green fire. And the laughter just kind of fades away to nothingness.
No.
Tormund is looking at the sword like, the hell did I just do? And immediately rushes in. Since I used both my strikes, I'm going to frenzy attack one more time. $18 and 7. That's 24. That'll get done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 25. Nine points slashing damage.
9 points of slashing damage. As you carve into this last wisp. Stupid little things hit hard when they avoid your resistances.
Oh shit.
All right. Seeing you run over towards my aid, my pre-charged hands on either one of these Eldritch Blasts ready to go. I'm gonna drop each one of them. First one, 24, it will hit. Second one, just getting an 18.
Oh baby. Oh baby.
All right. 9 points of damage with the first as I hit it to the wall. This little wisp, as you can almost see a face forming out of it. It's pinned against the wall. Damage on the last one. 2. But it's just enough.
Yes, let's go, Dirakt.
It's literally just enough. DTD. As I slam that last Eldritch Blast into the form of its body, and you can see the wings of the Phoenix slamming, and it explodes in just ethereal fire.
So that's a wisp, huh?
That's a wisp. Little shits, aren't they?
Tormund drops down to his knee. You know, I'm not immune to lightning damage. That shit hurts.
Shit hurts a lot. Shit hurts a lot.
You need to cleanse either one of these tombs before we leave this place. I need to rest.
I will. And Direkt goes over and says his piece. And closes the edge. Doesn't even look in to see if there's anything left or not. The inside. After he does, it's like you can breathe inside the room again. It feels
I think
good.
this house is clean.
It feels good. Feels real good.
Now the hard part. Leaving this place behind and doing exactly what we set out to do. Now, it's Tormund. She's the sword. Now, make Lady Tanamir proud. So I can bring her sword back.
Good time you will, Tormund. Good time you will.
Let's
It's damn good to have another tool in the set.
that being said, let's make sure and move that rock back over the door as we leave.
Yeah, we
These
will.
people they don't deserve to be disturbed.
Right, Tormund. We make our way back through. Putting our torch lights out. Putting everything else back in best condition that we can. We make our way back up topside into the fog of an overcast. What looks like will probably rain again at some point in time within our day. That cold coastal wind blowing in. Go ahead, roll another strength. Move that
Strength?
rock with advantage, because I'm helping.
We get that done. It's another nat 20.
Oh, let's go! Let's go!
You know what? If I throw 4 nat 1s and 3 nat 20s in a show, I will fucking take it.
Amazing.
Oh, crap in a hat, dude.
As we move that rock back into place. Seal the 2 up for presumably a good last time.
Dorman just puts a hand on the rock as it's in place and slaps it. Sleep well, heroes. You've earned it. As he takes his hand down, he turns to Direkt. Well, I suppose we better make camp. I'm kind of hungry.
This is true, but when are you not hungry, Tormund? When are you not hungry?
I just killed 2 wisps. I mean, come on, that deserves at least a second lunch, maybe a dinner or 2.
I want you to roll a perception check.
Perception will be 18.
18. You hear heavy steps, fast steps, rapid steps. And you turn because you hear the sounds of hooves. And you turn and you can see the auburn body of a horse with a mane that has the color of orangish red to fire. As it rides up to the edge of these mounds. And as we both stare and make our way down to the mounds, you look down and you can see on this saddle both the wings of the phoenix and a hammer and anvil. As you look into the eyes of an old friend, and as you put a hand up on that horse just for a second and nuzzle it, it nods. Ethereal fire-like wings shoot out from the side. And that's where we'll end this week.
What the fuck is going on? All of a sudden, fucking Twilight Sparkles shows up. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh shit.
Great episode of Tormund's Quest, man.
Twice you've given me chills tonight. Twice. Oh my god, dude, I still have them on my arm right now. That's brutal. That is, oh my god. The horse.
So, in true stay for a spell fashion, horse could have gone multiple ways. Depends on how you respond to this undead horse that is gonna act like it's still a horse.
Well, and perceptually, you clued me into the horse acting like a horse when you said it's acting like it's a horse. Tormund, who has quite literally shoveled shit out of fucking horse stalls, almost inanely just reacts to that. It's like, all right, oh shit, I have a horse here. I need to treat this like a horse.
Yeah, but it's all how you respond to it. You never know. You never know. You might just see skeleton and it happens. It's like, no, we're gonna cleanse this place. And then everything changes how you handle the main room. When you handle it with an amulet first. and taking the time. You create the moment and I respond back to your moment.
I almost took the sword, but Tormund has learned a lot of lessons, and the last go round when we cleansed the mountain keep, and the amulet is what saved him. He knew that he had to give something that meant a lot to him up to take that sword, and he had to not only give it up but also make a promise that would be binding.
And it was a awesome RP and actual moment for it, because normally in this, if you were to play this regular encounter, you fight this guardian. It's built up around, no matter what, you fight this guardian for this the sword. But no, like, you didn't need to. You gave something, because this is, as a DM, you should always be thinking that if your players perceive it a different way, you go it in that route. And then immediately I was like, oh well, yeah, this is what it's meant to be. And it became this amazing front-loaded RP session where we had, and by the way, you went in the perfect like counterclockwise wheel of this place to where I didn't have to change anything. Like normally I would all of a sudden I would start changing rooms. Like I would switch it up, because I would want the flow to be right.
Dude, the funny thing is,
But like
I played that like I would play any video game.
Well, yeah, no, and you just clear each room, but you just cleared it in a perfect story manner. And you never know that but with D&D, you can't predict that. People can move erratically and do whatever they want. And it's my job to then, however they do it, to arrange. But I didn't have to do anything, because it just went in the right way. And I made changes all through it, but I didn't have to make like drastic. Whereas I could, I could do the tomb sequence in any of these rooms. I could do that in any of those rooms, because they're nondescript, I want them to be nondescript, because then I want you to remain in my storytelling space. The map helps you give some tension, but I don't want to overload you visually. I want you to still be here.
Well, I've learned that no matter what I see in my eye line, I'm gonna wait for you to narrate what I can see,
yeah, and then I'll narrate it. And that's in the world of these maps. They call them unfurnished. I like a good unfurnished map.
I'm gonna fill it in with my bullshit.
And then
you stay the hell out of it.
then I can make changes on the I can make improv. And then you did the perfect first scene, set the tone for the whole episode. We got to go into the party members that were laid rest, which gave me a scene, which I had no idea about.
That was cool to set the tone. Direct the fucking cleanser.
And then the only thing I really knew about this episode was I knew I wanted to have a moment with a horse. That's about it. I wanted to have a good moment with the horse. Now, there was no intention of letting you keep a horse. Now, in here, you could keep a skeletal horse, but Direct would never let you keep a skeletal horse. He would cross that horse. He wouldn't let you ride around like a necromancer on a skeletal horse. So, when you played it the way that you did, I also can't remove you from having a horse. So we get to have the two supernatural powers that exist within this episode come and play out and bring this auburn with fire mane style horse back out, as it's crossed once and now has become a champion of two gods, not just one. Which is so super cool.
Good.
Which is super cool.
Oh, I'm so glad we didn't play this last night. because I would have picked up the next day, and I'm exhausted.
It's exhausting.
I'm gonna need to go to sleep. I'm gonna need to see a priest. I'm gonna need to see a chiropractor before I'm even ready for tomorrow's episode. Oh my god.
This is about as good as two-person D&D will ever get. I mean, he does such a good job of surprising me, and then I can counterplay off of it. That's what excellent two-person D&D is all about. And we can tell a story just from a campfire and life. Hell, I got to work in a story I found out about my father, and which, by the way, I told chat. Yeah, I heard that actually at like I don't need to go into a big long story, but yes, I heard that like from my father's friends about my father one day, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what? but it wasn't just a barmaid, it was actually about my mom, which made it even more ridiculous. Even more ridiculous. But yeah, we got to work in those fun like campfire moments, which for me are a lot of Boy Scouts, which I know, you know, Mountain Hammer's gonna love whenever he hears or sees that. But yeah, you get those classic scouting moments, and then we get to go in and something that was along the way on the road. I also like how we can just, with this campaign, like, okay, we'll just pick up in a scene. We can cut some of the fat, you know? With two-person, we can just go ahead and go, okay, we're just gonna be, we're in the next spot, and we're still telling the story. And I like that a lot.
Well, it's like I finally started watching The Mandalorian, and it doesn't pick up exactly where it left off on the last episode.
Exactly.
There's a time shift, and you pick up right where you need to get the story. You don't get the fucking bullshit of like, all right, great, and we just traveled 3 days to Mos Eisley, great, and what's next? Yeah, that's fun episodic storytelling. I like it a lot.
I'm glad you're finally getting to see it. By the way, thank you guys. You're one of the best. You guys are such a good audience. Thank you for enabling us and and supporting us with being able to tell stories. I can't tell you how much that enriches my life and being able to do this. Thank you, for real. Thank you guys. You make it a blast to do this every week, man. Really do. Guys, be good to each other. We're gonna go ahead and put a feather in the cap of this episode, and we'll be back with another Tormund's Quest next week. I will say this much, I can tell you early, I don't know who it's going to be, but expect companions.
Oh, I love guests. Let's go.
I think the perfect formula for Tormund's Quest is guest, no guest, guest. I really like that. But yes, you can expect some extra fun.
I can't wait. Is it Thursday yet?
Is it Thursday fucking yet? Hold on. That's those guys on the purple program. We can't take that. We can't say that. But we will. Is it Thursday yet? Love it. Love you guys. Be good to each other. We will see you soon.